This is the GIS Evening Report for Thursday, June 20th, 2024. I am Rikisha St. Louis. In the headlines, increase in daily flights between Grenada and Carriacou. We'll have details to this story and more when we return.
This June marks government's second year in office. Let's reflect together in a series of town hall meetings, discussing and planning for the next year and beyond. St. Patrick, we're coming your way first on Monday, June 10th at MacDonald College. Then it's St. Andrew the following Monday, June 17th at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. On Wednesday, June 19th, we journey to the sister Isle of Carriacou at the Hillsborough Government School. And it all culminates in St. George on Monday, June 24th at the Boca Secondary School. All meetings start at 7 p.m. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you. Join us in this engaging and informative series of discussions as we work towards a better future together. Don't miss out on this opportunity to engage with your government officials. Also live on GIS, Channel 22. Together, we can work towards a brighter future. See you there.
Welcome back. A new flight has been added to the schedule between Grenada and Carriacou, bringing the number of weekly flights to 6. The Grenada Tourism Authority announced the addition of a new Wednesday flight service commencing July 3rd using a Twin Otter 19-seater aircraft. This increased frequency is particularly timely as the vibrant summer months are approaching, with the much-anticipated Spice Mass Festival in August and the newly launched Carriacou Carnival cool-down scheduled for the weekend following Spice Mass. This is welcomed news for Honorable Tevin Andrews, Minister of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, who believes it will result in a significant boost for the island. He is optimistic that it will enhance accessibility, support local businesses, and attract more visitors.
After COVID, brothers and sisters and friends, we had no flights to now having a 19-seater. No flights to 3 flights a day. 3 flights for the week. From 3 flights for the week, we now have 5 flights for the week. And I'm happy to announce that as of next month, we're having an additional flight. So we'll have 6 flights for the week. And as momentum builds, we would have flights every day with the approval of the cabinet.
GTA's CEO Petra Roach says the additional flight will enhance the experience for locals and visitors and will boost the tourism sector during peak seasons.
This means that we will now have an operation which is 6 days a week. So Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays, making that travel and convenience between the Tri-Island states that much easier. Again, we have seen that there has been an increased demand, especially around the Spice Mass period, and especially against the backdrop that we are promoting the Carriacou Carnival cool down, which is really the opportunity that persons, after all the hectic of Spice Mass, can go to Carriacou for rest and relaxation. So we know that that is eagerly anticipated. And in light of our continuing focus on promoting the special qualities, the special experiences that one gets in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, we know that this increase in schedule will actually be a very welcome addition. Again, we're going to be continuing to monitor the demand for these services and look to increase further in the future should it so be required.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell says his government is unwavering in its commitment to address the further deterioration of the Hillsborough Jetty in Carriacou. He explained to the gathering at Wednesday's town hall meeting in Carriacou that government has received recommendations from an engineering firm which conducted a survey in 2023 to either demolish the older part of the jetty and repair it or demolish the entire structure and reconstruct. The Hillsborough Jetty was the island's main port of entry for all commercial and entertainment docks. Prime Minister Mitchell said Cabinet has not yet decided on a course of action, but the intention is to rebuild with the future generations in mind.
My preference would be to demolish the entire jetty and build a new jetty. Page 56, but it doesn't matter, I'll work. Now, we've also gotten some preliminary costings for what it will cost to repair and to rebuild. The estimated costs, and you know in construction, the cost only lasts about 14 days. Every 14 days, the code changes. The estimated costs, and that's genuine because we import all our materials and ship and so on. The estimated cost for a new build is around the region of $2.5 million US. The estimated cost for a renovation is around 1.5, give or take, million US dollars. So we have an extra million, assuming the estimates are accurate, if we want to do a new build. The reason I favor a new build is because I think it gives us the opportunity to actually enhance the port and to provide additional services for all of the potential end users, as well as we need to build with the future in mind, not the past. We expect that under the sterling leadership of your MP, that economic activity, economic growth and development in PT Martinique and Carriacou will continue galloping.
He said the project will be done within his government's first term in office. Consultations will begin soon.
The MP, I'm going to task him with having more intense consultations with you to share the report, specifically the recommendations, the costing. We even have drawings as well in the report. And then once we get a consensus as to whether it's to build or renovate, then we will move to the next stage, which is then to have the detailed engineering drawings done. We will then have to have tendering so that contractors can bid. And then the next stage will be to move to awarding a contract for the construction of the jetty. I'm saying all of this to say we are committed to getting the renovated or the new jetty built within the first term of our administration.
Minister for Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrews, says his government has made significant strides in improving the infrastructure and well-being of the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. He was addressing residents at a national town hall meeting at the Hillsborough Government School on Wednesday evening. Honorable Tevin Andrews says the achievement thus far is as a result of shared commitment between government and the people.
We are preparing for the night landing in Carriacou at the Lawrencetown Airport. Work is on its way. So there, as a matter of fact, Prime Minister was just showing me a video with the hardworking men drilling to install the necessary lights to accommodate night landing. So that's a major step in the right direction. We've made that promise and we are fulfilling yet again another promise. The ministerial complex, we made a promise. And work will soon start on building a new ministerial complex for the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique so that we could have all government service centralized so that the people could have access to the government services. That's a major promise that was made and we are getting ready to deliver. Underwater Sculpture Park coming to Carriacou in July. A major investment that the Greater Tourism Authority is making and I'm extremely happy about it. So the Underwater Sculpture Park, I understand that they're doing the necessary, well, the shipment is taking place. And by July, next month, the installation will take place. And I want to be part of the first dive to experience our Underwater Sculpture Park.
Standardization of fuel prices and the removal of the airport tax, he says, are achievements worthy of mention.
Our driver's license unit in Carriacou, we have it. We've done it. We've made the promise and we did it. It's now taking us less than 10 minutes to print our laminated driver's license. In the past, it took us 6 months, 3 months to get it. Now, in a matter of less than 10 minutes, we get our driver's license, the laminated one. As you saw on the screen, the Windward Fish Market, we've made a promise and we have delivered. The removal of the $10 departure tax on the airport. I found it strange. You travel from Grenada to Carriacou and you don't pay $10. But you travel from Carriacou to Grenada and you pay $10. That nonsense had to stop, and I'm happy that we did it. I couldn't understand as well why the price of fuel in Grenada was one price and the price in Carriacou is another. We standardize the price of fuel throughout the state. The halls of justice is coming to Carriacou. The lands, that we are doing the necessary acquisitions for the lands. We are working along with the Anglican Church. and we would have our own Hall of Justice, Mr. Prime Minister, and our own Hall of Justice here in carriacou so that people could have access to justice in carriacou, which is a major challenge. So the High Court will be sitting here. No longer they will be making any excuse to have the necessary court proceedings in carriacou and Pitimatnik. So that's another step in the right direction.
Continued development of the road network and the coming on stream of 2 major hotels, along with plans to develop the education infrastructure and curriculum, are other major achievements that are taking place in a phased approach.
Transforming T.A. Marshall Community College, as we now know it, into a marine school, which you would hear more about, but it's a work in progress, it's a long-term initiative, but we are going to get there one step at a time. The Dover Government School is another project that we have to undertake. You know that the Dover Government School is almost 100 years old and it's practically falling apart. But we are committed in ensuring that we do the necessary work to start, in short order, the rebuilding of the Dover Government School. 2 major farm roads are coming, Dumfries and of course, Dumfries and Mount Royal, Lower Mount Royal. Those are 2 farm roads for the farmers to benefit from. It's coming very soon. We also did the mailboat service from carriacou to Pitimatnik. You see, in the past, the people in Pitimatnik had to spend thousands of dollars to get their goods to Pitimatnik. Now the government is providing a service for the first time to the people of Pitimatnik.
This is the GIS Evening Report. We'll have more news after the break.
Violence is never the answer. Let's talk it out. We need a safe space for our children to grow up, so let us respect each other. You see this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning while the children is looking on. So let's take advantage of the gun amnesty in full effect until July 30th. Remember, the answer is love. A message from the Ministry of National Security. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning.
The gun amnesty remains in effect until July 30th. A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Welcome back. Thousands of dollars worth of materials and equipment were transferred to the government of Grenada via the Ministry of Agriculture from the People's Republic of China, approximately 1 year before the conclusion of the 8th phase of the China-Grenada Agricultural Technical Cooperation Project. During a handover ceremony at the Chinese Agricultural Farm in Lasages on Thursday, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Isaac Bagwan, along with Yin Chao, head of the Chinese Agricultural Mission, formally signed off on the equipment and materials. They include tillers, a tractor, irrigation systems, and water pumps, all intended to enhance agricultural production in the country. Permanent Secretary Bagwan underscored the significance of the enduring friendship between Grenada and the People's Republic of China, particularly in their efforts to support farmers and boost agricultural productivity.
This support, of course, will go a very long way in assisting our farmers and hopefully to enhance our productivity, the farmers' productivity, and of course the long-term impact, of course, is to reduce in terms of our food import bill and of course to have healthy food for consumption for our public. With regards to the construction project, also, as was mentioned before, a bamboo facility will be built right here in Lasages. A number of Grenadians have previously participated in training courses in China, and with this facility, we expect more persons to be trained, but more importantly, increase alternative use of bamboo, a huge resource in Grenada.
The partnership between Grenada and the People's Republic of China began more than 19 years, yielding benefits such as equipment, technical assistance, and materials distributed to farmers. Chinese Ambassador Wei Hongxian expressed optimism that the contributions will further the development and modernization of the agricultural sector.
I think today's event also means a lot. As Mr. Yin mentioned, that the donation of the materials, equipment, including tractors, hand tractors, hand tillers, small tillers, lawn mowers, pumps, and other materials, equipment that will be used in this center or other places. It means a lot. I hope this will be helpful and for the further cooperation between the two countries in this sector, and will benefit the local farmers and will make more contribution for the further development of Grenada agriculture, promotion, agriculture modernization. And most important is that for food security.
Thursday's event also featured a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a bamboo training facility on the premises of the Chinese agricultural farm. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, who attended the ceremony and has been a recipient of bamboo products from the People's Republic of China, highlighted the facility's potential to enhance Grenada's capacity in bamboo production.
With the natural resources we have, and bamboo is a perfect example, if we apply the right knowledge and if we apply the technology, it shows how we can use the natural resources that we have that oftentimes we ignore or view as a waste or oftentimes a hindrance to make products that are useful to our daily lives and to make products that can be sold to assist us in our agro-processing, in our farming, and frankly in the use of utensils, ornaments, and other produce that can be obtained from bamboo for our sustenance. It is a very resilient plant. It is a plant that grows very quickly and has significant benefits both for the environment and for us. And oftentimes we import very expensive items that are sometimes made in very difficult circumstances that are harsh to the environment, and we ignore the natural resources that we have here. So we are happy that this cooperation agreement also includes technology exchange and knowledge exchange to make sure that our citizens can benefit from this so that we can convert natural resources which oftentimes go to waste to our benefit. So I look forward to our students, our retirees, and those in between making use of this opportunity to learn the technology.
The current 8th cycle is scheduled to conclude in the third quarter of 2025. Preliminary discussions have already commenced for the 9th phase, focusing on areas such as irrigation, green housing, and pig production. Finally, in the news, professional and amateur athletes from the Caribbean will compete in the 17th CARICOM road races scheduled for Saturday, July 6th in Grenada. The Elite 10K, Open 10K, and Youth 1.7K races will start at Camahon Park in Grand Anse. The activity is one of the parallel events of the upcoming 47th regular meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government, convened under the chairmanship of the Honorable Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell.
This year we're very excited about the CARICOM 10K road races, particularly because they're going to be run in Grenada, which coincides with the 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence. We are very impressed with the preparations that Grenada has made so far. And I can share a few details about the race. So, as you stated, we will have 3 events taking place within the road race. We will have an Elite 10K for invited athletes from across the CARICOM region. We expect to have at least 12 CARICOM member states represented, their athletes represented in those road races. And that will be a 10K that will be held on Saturday, July 6th, right there in Grenada. We will also have at that same road race, in the same event, an open 10K for other athletes who are being invited to sign up and to participate in that event. And we'll also have a shorter race for young people. That race will be 1.7K event. And so we're looking forward to these events, which will be held for the 17th time this year in Grenada.
That was Davion Leslie, Program Manager of Human Resource Development at the CARICOM Secretariat and Coordinator for the races. He says they form part of CARICOM's mandate to promote healthy habits and the consumption of nutritious food to combat the stark increase in persons with non-communicable diseases. There are monetary incentives for first place winners of the 10K races in both male and female categories.
The winner of the CARICOM 10K elite activity, the male will get a cash prize of $1,000 for first place, as well as a trophy from CARICOM. The female will also get a cash prize of $1,000 for first place. Second place, male will get $800 and also female $800 and $600 for third place, male and female each. The participants in the CARICOM 10K open event will get a cash prize of $500 EC first place. And again, we will award male and female separately. And second place, $300 EC, again, male and female. And third place, $200 EC, male and female. For our youths, or 15 and under age group, we will have a gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal for first, second, and third. And we're also ensuring that all persons who participate in the event will be acknowledged with a medal, just to indicate that they have participated in the event.
Leslie says running the races on the margin of the heads of government meeting augurs well for continued dialogue, as well as intra-regional sports, tourism, and health and wellness.
First and foremost, it allows the heads of state to have meaningful dialogue around the issue of health and wellness. And so by associating the event with the heads of state, we are focusing in a very sharp manner at the right level on the importance of health within the Caribbean societies. I think too that as a part of tying the event to the heads meeting, we bring in additional attention to the event and additional participants. It is not unusual for ministers to participate, for heads of state to participate in shorter event. And so this has certainly promoted awareness of road races as a sporting event across the Caribbean, and has given the sporting fraternity the opportunity to engage in light and, in some cases, very serious competition.
In 2023, Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago claimed top prizes at the 16th CARICOM Road Races 10K. That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today, Thursday, June 20th. Let's recap the top story. Increase in daily flights between Grenada and Carriacou. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.